You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, I respect these people. These people like rocking, like they grew up in the same house. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I feel like that's where that shit come from with fans just repping this shit. You know what I'm saying? That's why I embrace all of them. I embrace every fan, any one of them. Anybody claiming I embrace them. You slime, you 100% slime. There's no such thing as a fake slime. You know what I'm saying?
You sure?
No such thing. You got your own meaning, so I can't say it's fake.
I feel that because it mean whatever it mean to you.
Right.
So
look at Wallow's face. You could tell. I don't know if y'all can see him. Wallow looking at him like, yo, nigga, this is how you get indicted, man. Wallow did like 20 in jail, nigga. Wallow did 20 in jail, man. Wallow know, like, yeah, that sounds good, but when they hitting y'all with charges, nigga, it matters who's slime. It matters. Let me keep
So
going.
never be fake.
right. So let me ask you a question.
Let me ask y'all a question. Is y'all niggas slime?
I don't really know the meanings. You said something.
I'm gonna take the chat off the screen for a second.
I ain't fucking slime.
Yeah, you know my info phone. You come
Say
get
something
you.
about the motherfucking peoples.
Scared the imagine y'all old ass nigga getting some
what
time.
What camera am I in?
Imagine y'all
Scared
old
to
ass
death of
nigga.
you niggas.
Imagine y'all old ass nigga getting some time.
Ooh, hurt, nigga. Right now, nigga, a 1.5.
Try some 10 years old hell, dog.
Oh man, I don't even know about no more time.
Hey, I'm gonna pause it and also say, I've gained a lot of respect for Wallow in a lot of these interviews. I remember when he first came on the scene, I was just like, well, the only thing like I know about him is that he's a cousin of Gilly, but like he did a lot of time. You know I've gained a lot of respect for him and this is why he's so worth everything he's worth when it comes to $1 million worth of game. Is because he's the nigga these rappers want to be. These rappers all rap about doing dumb shit and going to jail, standing 10 toes down, surviving it, coming back, and still living the life. Wallow did it. And that's why a lot of times when I see rappers on here and I see him start lecturing them niggas, I look at Wallow because I could tell Wallow sees beyond the entertainment. He remember all the lockdowns. He remember the years he had to serve. He knows that it's not all just jokes and lyrics and chains and cars and mansions. He knows. I like watching his face when they got gangster niggas on there.
I'll tell you one motherfucker thing I ain't telling.
Nah, most definitely.
That's the only thing that matter.
I'll be a hurt, crushed motherfucker.
You know one thing I can say.
I'll be doing a dime.
I don't know if everybody the same, but one thing I can say is I honestly can see every person that tell. I honestly can see them telling. I don't never be surprised by somebody telling. I can damn near tell you who will tell.
So you're a rat identifier.
Yes, sir. Right. Slime a snake.
He has like a rat radar.
You got a rat. Damn, that's a company. Not rap radar. Rat radar.
Yeah, a radar.
A radar.
A radar. And they could be like, slime.
That's a rat.
But
That's a rat.
let me say this. Do it even matter in rap anymore?
What, rap?
Yeah, rap.
Do what matter?
Niggas being rats.
Yes. Because like these days in rap, it's getting back to the point where it's getting back to you kind of sort of speaking on what you do. It's kind of getting to that.
Okay.
So it's like if you're a rat, it's like I can't really listen. I can't listen to nothing you saying unless you saying some godly shit. You know what I'm saying? Unless you saying something about like I'm with my kids or I'm in a motherfucking minivan, a soccer mom van with my kids on the way to church.
Oh, nigga, I got a minivan.
I'm saying unless you saying, but you ain't got it because you know rat.
No, I'm not saying it, but you said it like a soccer mom only drop.
No, I'm just saying
Not a
like
mini-
when it comes to rapping, if you're a rat, I respect that type of shit because I feel like a lady who drive a soccer van, a mom, she a rat.
She gonna tell him.
She a rat.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's I just hell yeah, it means
She is civilians.
Yeah. But I know civilians that won't tell, and I know civilians that will tell. You know what I'm saying? And
Got a point.
Hell yes, it means a lot in rap. Yes, it matter. It matter because like it's about what you say. These days, bro, we show what we say. These days, you kind of see, like, oh, niggas got smoked with these niggas. So niggas, it's some shit happening every time these folks meet. It's like the whole world, or even if it's just like girls or some shit, or even if it's just like, oh, I really fuck with this nigga. Mm-hmm. Not even on no beef and shit. Like, I fuck with him. Every time you see us, and you gonna see us fucking with each. Like, I'm just saying that to say, like, everything sums up to like what you say. What you saying, they got to see you doing the same thing you saying. They got to.
Right.
So that's why I feel like ratting play a part in that, because it's like, what the hell you gonna say that'll make that I'm gonna believe? What can a nigga say that I'm going to believe? Besides, I'm going to church. I'm a church man. I'm a father. I'm with my daughter. We in a motherfucking minivan. Got a drop top BMW. You know what I'm saying? Like,
did you ever think you'll see the day where a nigga could tell on some niggas and still be running around here performing with sold out crowds?
Yeah.
I thought, you know, in my era, I couldn't, like, Tupac tell on some niggas and then at a sold out concert talk about, I hit him up. No, we'd have been like, nigga,
well, you
what?
did?
Like, nigga, what?
You signed them up.
So we would have.
You signed them up.
He signed them niggas up.
Signed them up.
It wasn't no hit 'em up.
Yeah.
Hold on.
You signed them up.
Right. You know.
But see, I bet it. I bet it. I ain't gonna say the rapper that I bet it, because he a cool nigga. He a solid nigga. So I don't want to say his name. So he'll be like, damn, bro, you said my name like I was down with a rat. You see what I'm saying? So I can't say his name. But I bet it another rapper. I don't know where you from. I think from the West Coast. I don't know. I bet it another rapper that 6ix9ine tell before he told. I'm like, he gonna tell. I bet it a nigga, man. I'm better than Friendly 5000. We better that.
And by the way, I had conversations with a lot of people in the industry. A lot of people predicted that. And I want to continue to clear up. I see people say, yo, Ak, you know, some of the things you're pointing out is because you expect, like, you just want 6ix9ine to come back. Nigga, my name Big Ak, my nigga. I don't give a fuck who come back. Nigga, I was here before 6ix9ine. I'll be here long after. No, that's my friend. But listen, he made his bed. He got lay in it. You get what I mean? It's not my job to try to get people to accept. I don't care about writing. In my intro, I played. So I know some people might think, "Oh no, I don't give a fuck if y'all ever like 6ix9ine." First of all, the nigga not even making music. So 6ix9ine has erased himself from the fucking, like, he's not making music. My thing is, and by the way, I'm down with hypocrisy because hip hop is about hypocrisy. I just like everybody who claimed that they were standing on a code to admit that there was no code, because this whole shit about rap codes. This is why Jeffrey's in the fucking jail cell. He thought there was a code, and that's why he's the only nigga taking it to trial. Everybody took it to a plea and is down to take it to the stand. Don't be, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Don't be Jeffrey. And I'm not telling you how to tell. Don't even do the crime. If you do crime and you think like Jeffrey, and niggas gonna hold it down, you're an idiot. Nobody's gonna hold it down. There's 2 pleas every day. Don't be the person that has been brainwashed by this non-existent street code to think that niggas gonna hold it down for you. You don't see everybody pleading out? Young Thug legacy might be that, we gonna consider him real. He might be a martyr. But he gonna be the only martyr who's serving 20 years while everybody got home on probation. You tell me if it's worth that. That's all I'm trying to say. Young Thug believed the bullshit about the streets. The rest of these niggas, I want to zoom in on all these. I want y'all to tell me these niggas' faces. Who are they? Because they not trying to take it to trial.
You said he ain't gonna tell. I bet it he gonna tell, and I bet it. No, I bet it he gonna tell, and then I bet it he betted me back. He just wanted to get the 5,000 back. So we betted 5,000 that I bet 5,000 that he tell, and he betted 5,000.
If you're just tuning in, Tory's verdict has not been announced yet. They will come back. It's 45 minutes until the jury comes back. The jury's eating lunch, and the jury's watching this stream right now. So the jury's watching Big Act. They're watching The Curious Case of YSL. And, just enjoy this. And then as soon as there's any update with Tory's case, we're back there.
That nothing is going to happen to him. I bet 5,000 that something going to happen to him, too. I don't know why I had that belief. But I really believe, like, he going to think he gangster. He going to try to step out. And somebody going to do something.
By the way, I bet Thug 100,000. Nothing's happening to Gunna either. This is a different time we live in. You could cooperate. It don't matter. You see, again, let me tell you this. I'm going to keep saying this. Young Thug is a victim of the streets. You know why I'm saying he's a victim of the streets? Because at the end of the day, he believed that the streets and following the codes will keep you fine and keep you good. Everybody who he was ordering to do these crimes with flipped on him. Everybody who he was throwing up these hand signs and paying out millions to as artists, they flipped on him. The streets is like cryptocurrency. The nigga who holds too long, you realize it's a rug pull, nigga. So that's the only thing I keep saying. Young Thug might go down as the realest, but we might have to admit at some point he went down as the dumbest because he believed that everybody else believed what he believed and that they would all stand in solidarity. Remember, the streets don't mean nothing if you're the only nigga who believe it. And everybody's copping, please.
Even if it's some humbug shit, even if it's some shit like just anything.
You see how many niggas who was behind him?
Like, I bet it 5,000 that something was gonna happen. Like, I bet you whatever.
I bet 100,000 nothing happened to Gunna. I bet you another 100,000 doesn't happen to Antonio. Well, Antonio Summerlin, he don't got the resources to move. Maybe Gunna's a millionaire, my nigga. He's gonna explain it some way, do some bullshit interview, and he's gonna keep making hits. And you know what? I'm gonna keep playing the hits because I don't care about snitching. And most of y'all are too, because most of y'all are acting like y'all are street niggas. Y'all never did no crime, just like me. Y'all really just be acting like you care. But in reality, you want the hit songs. Young Thug was a lost, misguided nigga who thought there was a code that everybody would uphold. Yeah, maybe when it's 6ix9ine. But Gunna don't have the reputation of 6ix9ine. He's not coming out saying I ratted and fuck y'all niggas. He's going to come out and be like, yo, well, I ain't testify. Yo, I still fuck with my niggas. Yo, free King Slime out the cage. And he gonna drop a banger. And we're gonna love him. Or at least I'm gonna love him. I don't care. So I keep telling y'all, Young Thug ended up, he probably thought he was so smart, but he ended up being the dumbest nigga in the whole thing. He believed that the streets and the code that they thought they were operating on was gonna keep him free. There's more niggas that folded so far already in his case than the 6ix9ine case. It is what it is.
When niggas see him, something gonna happen. He gonna get beat up.
And by the way, when Gunna come to New York, I know he gonna have a million cops with him. I'm going to Gunna's concert. I'm telling y'all this right now. I don't want nobody to tell me. Let me tell you this. I love Banking on Me. I love, Space Cadet. I love a lot of Gunna songs. I'm not stop listening to Gunna for y'all niggas. All y'all street niggas claim, just like I listen to 6ix9ine too. I don't care. I just like to hear the street niggas act like there is some type of morals. There is none.
Had to run out the club. Something gonna happen. I lost that fucking bet, bro. Them pussy ass nigga. Let that nigga in the club. They let him. He was.
Keep watching this interview, but hear Thug. Thug really moving like the streets is supposed to move like the streets. I wonder when he's sitting in court, what he's thinking. Nobody's touching Gunna. Nobody's touching Antonio Summerlin. They're all watching you throw away your life, and you were the most lit nigga out of everybody. But unfortunately, you believe the bullshit a little bit too much. The niggas who have never earned as much as you, don't have the earning potential as you, they're watching the government put a noose around your neck and they're about to hang you. And they hanging you because you stood on principle while everybody got out to go play Secret Santa with their son. That's the facts. I don't know, and this is my thing, and this, I see a lot of people watching my live stream recently. Salute to my man Freeway from Philly, legend, state property. Tuned in, he said, "Ak, I love your shit." I want to just send this message to all y'all niggas who be rapping the gangster shit. I'm not saying you can't do it, because maybe some of y'all really like that. But please be very cognizant, and while you're misleading the youth with your music, tell them about this part. Tell them about this part. Where everybody get out and they let Young Thug literally walk into a fucking jail cell for life. If y'all gonna tell a story, tell the whole thing.
Chilling. I'm like, yo, y'all don't got Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't got Instagram. And it ain't no shit like you trying to live up to a street code. It's just like I live up to a human code. Like I'm not loyal to Gilly. I'm not loyal to you. I'm not loyal to Dora, Dolly, my girl. I'm not loyal to nothing. I'm loyal to life. I'm not gonna tell on you because I don't supposed to tell. Not because you Gilly the kid.
Right.
I don't give a fuck if you're a roach.
Right.
Nigga, you can be a nigga who I just met tonight. Nigga, the police pull up and they find your gun. Nigga, I'm not finna tell the police this your gun. Just because you're a stranger and I don't know you, or you 70 years old, so it'll never come out that I ratted her. Nothing gonna make me tell.
Right.
Hey, in case y'all are still having that, mental gymnastics trying to, I'm glad he said that. He said, if police pull up and we in a car, I ain't gonna tell them it's your gun if it's your gun. Let me tell you how this is gonna go. Young Thug is gonna be found guilty for them weapons. And I know somebody said, there's some third party. He's gonna be found guilty for something in that car. And while in a plea hearing, Gunna said, I attest that none of those drugs or guns were mine. When he's called to the stand and they ask him, did you see Thug put a gun in there? Did Thug come in with some perks? Did Thug come in with this? You could keep being delusional if you think he's going to be like, no. He's legally bound to say yes. So the same thing Thug talking about there is the same thing a nigga is finna do to him. It's facts. I'm just telling you facts. You don't gotta believe it.
No matter who it is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I live on them tight code, bro.
By the way, salute to my man Steve Sado. Steve, I don't do crime, but if I ever got in trouble in Atlanta or in Fulton County or Georgia, trust me, I would hire you. You are worth all the money you charge. You should charge millions. I hope you charge even more. You should tell a nigga $5 million retainer to get me. Because you getting these niggas off from bloody damn murder, basically. And I know you trying you put the message out well, yo, you play some nice word semantics. Gunna's statements can't be used against him. You're right. Gunna plea agreement where he's saying, yes, ma'am, yes, ma'am, yes, ma'am, cannot be used against Thug. But when he's called to the stand and then they say, we give you immunity, that you can't perjure yourself. Now, could you answer this question? Have you been around Young Thug when he was brandishing a firearm and he was putting in the car while y'all was driving? Steve Sado's an amazing lawyer, but he can't save his client at that point. Gunna is going to have to say, yes, Your Honor, I seen that. That's the facts. That's the facts. So what Thug is talking about here sounded great. But now it applies directly to him.
I'm loyal to life.
You live on them Cleveland Avenue codes, man.
Yeah, loyal to life, bro.
You know what I mean? It go all the way back to Cleveland Avenue.
I tell all my niggas, too, every nigga who I fuck with, man, do not be loyal to me. Be loyal to life. Be loyal to the earth. Be loyal to yourself. Be loyal to the code. Be loyal to what you're supposed to be. Nigga, this is a code.
Right. Because if you ain't loyal to yourself, how the fuck you gonna be loyal to me, man?
Right. You're not loyal to the code. Nigga, I'm a part of the code.
You know what I'm saying?
You're not loyal to that. You basically saying, I'll tell on you if you went Thug. If you like, man, I ain't telling on Thug. You basically saying if I went Thug, you'll consider telling. Then you'll take that into consideration.
Right.
If I wasn't me. So it's like, hey, don't be silent for me. Be silent for yourself.
Be silent for your motherfucking self.
Be silent for motherfucking the code.
You know what I mean? And one thing I shot Cuz out about, you know what I'm saying? Because we used to do our shit back in the day. he went down. He did his time, man. He ain't do no finger pointing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Notice Wallow is sitting here silent. Let me tell you this. I always tell you, I'm not a criminal, period. But if I ever was supposed to do a crime, and maybe sometimes like somebody do some shit and you gotta do what you gotta do, right? I always said if I was gonna do it, I'm gonna do it by my damn self. Let me tell you this. It's impossible. It's impossible to have a whole gang of niggas, 30, 40 plus niggas that would all be down to sacrifice years, maybe even decades of their own life for everybody else. You heard that baby mama call? You gotta take the best deal possible. Remember, you got a son. That's how it goes. Gilly's Gilly's great. He's super funny in the center. This whole situation, watch that nigga wallow. That nigga had to sit in prison. Watch him.
He ain't whisper no motherfucking names. He went in that bitch at 17 years old, came out at 37.
Watch Wallow.
You feel what I'm saying? And he did.
Sounds good.
He did what he had to do. You feel what I'm saying?
Strong.
So,
you strong, man.
Like at the end of the day, I just be trying to tell motherfuckers like, when you step out there on the field, you might break your ankle. You might get a foul. You don't know what's going to happen, but don't stop being gangster when the police, when it's time to go in them rooms.
Stay gangster.
Stay gangster.
I always tell a nigga.
That's all I'm saying.
I tell my whole hood, the police can't give you no time.
Stay gangster.
So don't tell them then. When they lock you up and they want to question you or anything, just at least buck on them. Like, make them feel like you ain't gonna tell. Like, wait till your first time going to court or something, bro. Like, don't tell. Like, you told it the precinct, fuck nigga. What they thought the police was finna do? They still gotta take you in. They already wrote the ticket. They already called it in. No matter what you tell them in the precinct.
Niggas telling in the police car. Fuck it. You in the car getting busy.
Yeah, you think this man finna pull over and let your pussy ass out the car. You think this nigga finna pull over and let your pussy ass out the car.
still gonna go through a process.
When you tell him, he gonna say, okay, I got a lieutenant you can tell that to.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, let me tell you this. I want to see the legacy of Thug. One of the realest? Yes. One of the smartest? No. He's standing on every principle the streets said you should stand on. He's standing on it. He's standing on every principle the streets say you should stand on. And you know what happens every single day when they go to trial or go to court? This is pretrial. They add one more defendant that's down to testify against him. I'm not no street nigga, so I ain't trying to talk about legacy this and third. The reason why I say he not one of the smartest is because maybe legacy wise you said this nigga was a real nigga. But a real nigga serving 35, serving 20, a real nigga who you'll never see again. How much is that worth to y'all? Somebody said, bro, who could Thug snitch on? I didn't say Thug should snitch. That's not the point of this conversation. What I'm trying to say is that Young Thug has made his bed. That's a fact. The way he was talking, the things he was sanctioning allegedly, it was going to lead him here unless he had people around him that was like him. So here's a question I ask y'all. From time to time, no matter what rap crew, no matter what gangster crew, you always have one nigga who really like that. He really like that. How many niggas is really like that nigga? I think Thug really like that. I think Thug down to sit for 2-3 years fighting this case. He's like that. He knew it was a possibility. He's down to do it. He's really like that. 6 months in, niggas on withdrawals. Your whole crew is like, nah, we gotta get out. They not like you, my nigga. Remember when y'all claiming this gang shit, remember I always told you, if you're gonna do some shit, do it by yourself. If Thug did some shit by himself, he wouldn't give a fuck if he sat in there for 3-4 years. He He got the money now. By the way, his lawyers are doing the best job to. Keep in mind, if none of the niggas with Thug folded, bro, you would have a great case. Yo, y'all don't got my phone, so all that shit y'all say I ordered murders, how I order a murder. They'll be like, I don't know how. But you know they're gonna be like, oh, we got this guy testifying against you, we got this guy, this guy, this guy. They got 7, 8 witnesses against him, bro. So yeah, you a real nigga, but the rest of the niggas you with wasn't at the level that you were. Also, here's the thing about street life people don't really consider. Young Thug, at the end of the day, you hold it down and you staying strong, bro. Even if Young Thug, let's say somehow, and by the way, he's gonna take a plea. Facts, he's gonna take a plea. He's not going to trial. If he goes to trial, he doesn't want to breathe free, fresh air again. So he's gonna take a plea. But he's still fighting to try to get the best plea. Trust me. Bro, there's too many snitches against him already. He's going to take a plea. I'm telling you this is a fact. If he was basically looking at everything like, okay, cool. How could I get out of this? If you ask me, if he wasn't believing in all this street shit, he would have a better chance. Because right now they're going for the jugular. Bro, they're trying to give pleas to niggas who were doing conspiracy for murder just to get him. They're sticking it to him because he's keeping it real. I just want to point out to y'all, he's keeping it real. They're trying to stick it to him. They want him for life. The other niggas get probation. Who's winning? Who's winning? Somebody said, be careful, I'm speaking on this. This ain't migratory. Bro, what I'm speaking on is absolutely fact. Bro, they're going for the jugular. They're trying to put a noose around Thug and hang him. I'm telling you as a fact. This is state. And I'm pretty sure they're going to come to him, whether it's now or after the holidays, and say, bro, look how many niggas we pled out. Bro, you're fucked. You can't go forward with this. Here's 15 years. Here's 20 years. Take it. If we go to trial, we're going to go for 30. And if you ask me, bro, like, remember, he's going to be locked up. As soon as this shit reconvenes in January, he's going to be locked up already for like damn near almost a year. Bro, if they tell him, nigga, take 10 years, bro, I ain't going to lie to you. It might be in his best interest to take 10 years. In reality, he probably only got to do about 70% of that. Got to do 7 years. He already did 1. 6 more years from now. It might sound like a long time, but if he get out 2027, 2028, Thug's still the nigga, bro. He's still good. You know what I mean? But if you think he about to beat this case, it's not going to happen, bro. It's just not going to happen. And the problem is that he believed the niggas with him. I'm telling you, if the niggas that was supposedly charged with him didn't take no pleas, he would have a great chance for trial. Hey, let me tell you this. I'll give y'all this. I wish it was a rapper. I want to lock with a rapper. Thug taking a plea February, or we're seeing a severe pushback. So in the next 4 to 8 weeks, Thug taking a plea, or this shit going to get severely pushed back. If it get pushed back, I still think he's taking a plea. Bro, make sense of this. Thug was locked up after Lucci. Lucci still ain't go to trial. Why would Thug, who got locked up in May, go to trial in January? Keep in mind, the amount of niggas in Lucci trial haven't gotten pled out like Thug's trial. So you know what they're going to do? They're going to be like, yo, Thug, we got 7 witnesses against you, bro. What you trying to do? Maybe he says, yo, push it back to the summer to try to, like, make it better. But they're probably going to say, bro, we'll just give you right now 12 years, 10 years. Just take it. You do 7. You do 7 years, and it might even be longer. We'll give you 20 years, 10 years suspended. So you do 7 years in jail, because you don't have to do, or 6 years, because you got to do about 70, 75% probably. You do 7 years in jail or 6 years in jail, then you get out with a 10-year whatever, but you're doing time. Somebody said Slime not taking no deal. If Young Thug don't take, I really think, unless this whole thing is pushed back, but the St. Valentine's Day Massacre, that's going to be YSL. He's taking a deal. And it's not because, like, he don't have a kid. Bro, his lawyer's fighting, bro. His lawyers is great. But every time his lawyer knocks something out of the case, the prosecution say, oh, it's okay. We just got some more snitches to tell on you about the same thing you got knocked out. He got the phone. They got rid of the phone. They brought in 4 niggas to tell exactly what Thug was texting about. Bro, you can't beat it, bro. I keep playing that. I got to take a piss, too.
Like, hey, don't even tell me, you bitch ass nigga. I can't write this shit on your ticket, nothing. So tell to the next person. Tell to the next person you feel.
And we only talking to the niggas who signed up for this shit. If you subscribe to the streets.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? That's what you signed the fuck up for,
everybody.
Man.
This
You feel what I'm saying?
For niggas who in the street.
Don't sign up for the streets and then try to erase that shit when you get caught. Hold, give me no. That's not how that shit works.
I stay out of trouble because I know I can't tell.
You had listen.
So I just stay out of trouble.
You had a heavy foot. You was a big step in the street. Soon as you get to the police district, your name Lightfoot now. You got tender toes. Now your feet like, what's going on? Your feet tender.
Now you're nothing.
What the fuck's going on?
Come on, man.
Like, I'm just saying, if that's the life you're gonna live it. If not,
so don't go from big stepper to tender toes.
Teddy tender ass. Now you Teddy.
Dinosaur that got down rope.
Yeah.
Shit crazy.
Fuck doesn't matter. This episode is brought to you by one of my favorites that I use a lot, BetterHelp. One thing about BetterHelp, if you need somebody to talk to, you don't have to have your information out there where everybody, your business out there. You could talk to a therapist. Nothing is wrong with talking to a therapist, having somebody that you could vent out to, that can hear your problems, or you might be stressed out. A lot of us, we love to take care of our bodies, but we got to start taking care of our mind. And one thing about BetterHelp, that's what they do. BetterHelp is, you could call a therapist, you could live chat a therapist, you could do a video with a therapist anytime that you need that. Think about it. Last year was rough for a lot of us. And a lot of us went through different things. You got depression. You got boo-boo. No, because a lot of rappers, this is what happened. We think that all rap
Let me take a piss real quick. I chat.
But it don't matter if you're a street rapper or not. We talking about a Christian. I don't feel like a Christian should tell.
I understand what you're saying, but niggas is not operating off of the way you operating. These niggas is not built like the way you built.
But I'm built like a normal person. I ain't saying
you're not.
No, but what I'm saying, I'm talking about my train of thought. Like, I'm not saying like, oh, you are allowed to tell because you're not in the street. You're a Christian.
Mm-hmm.
No, you shouldn't tell because it's the wrong thing to do.
Doug, you talking about you talking about you. A lot of these niggas is in the game. That shit is all. These niggas is. Think about this. Do the math. Some of the greatest rappers in the history of rap was great storytellers. They wasn't really into that. They watched niggas. So what I'm saying is, of course you're not supposed to do this, but a lot of them is not buying by that because they not really living like that.
But they don't make you a certain. They don't make you a certain person.
I'm not saying you a certain person. What I'm saying is the way you seeing it, a lot of dudes don't see that because they're coming into this shit like, yo, this shit is entertainment. I'm not really that dude. My mom and my dad was there. I really was a square, but I seen YouTube.
But I understand.
And I got my whole life and my image and my whole approach.
And all I'm saying is a Christian still shouldn't tell. It don't matter about, you could have had your mama and 2 daddies.
I understand what you saying, but that's what you saying. Boo Boo, who real name is Lester, who turned into Boo Boo and grew some blonde dreads like you and got tats on his face, he made that up in the house, looking in the mirror, watching YouTube.
Even him making it up.
I understand what you're saying.
Wallow seen it. Wallow seen it, bro. Wallow trying to tell Thug, I could tell by your mindset, you really believe the street shit. The people around you ain't you, though.
But he's not built like you. You can't make a nigga be built like you.
But what I'm saying is, I just don't understand when you say built like me because I'm not saying that I'm built a certain way.
I understand.
I'm not saying I'm built silent. I'm saying I'm built just normal. Like,
But niggas,
Normally,
listen,
you shouldn't tell.
But I understand you. But that dude that created himself in the mirror,
He ain't normal.
in his room in the suburbs, but somehow slid and ran into A&R to say, oh, we gonna put some juice on this and manufacture this street nigga. Because a lot of these rappers is manufactured street niggas. They was manufactured by the machine.
That's crazy.
Bro, listen. Bro, dudes dudes ain't grow up, seeing their mom smoke coke and mom do this and mom do that and dad go to prison. A lot of these dudes is manufactured street artists. This shit ain't nothing organic no more. Hip hop is not, it's majority of it. I ain't gonna say everybody, but a lot of this shit ain't organic. Like you said, the numbers. A motherfucker say, oh, this is an organic artist. Oh, he was independent. No, he been getting money from the label. That label signed him, ain't nobody know about it.
I ain't saying no names. I seen a nigga that used to sing in church tell a nigga on Instagram he was gonna put a bag on his head, man.
He probably was talking about a grocery bag. Wait, you trying some money?
This nigga was just
He probably was talking about a real bag.
Just recently
He might have
singing
been
in
talking about
the
a chip
lead
bag.
singer in
That's
the
what I'm
choir,
saying,
man.
y'all.
By the way, who's this guy right here? Who's he? Tell me who his name is. You know what's so funny? I believe Young Thug is like 30 something. How old is Young Thug? Let's Google it right now. How old is he? How old is Young Thug? Young Thug is 31 years of age. In this interview, and by the way, I remember he did the Breakfast Club too. He never did interviews before. A lot of people thought he was, mature and he was a label owner. He signed Gunna, Duke, a lot of people to YSL. People thought this was a maturation of Thug. And it probably was in reality, in real life. You know, this whole conversation made me realize Thug was a 15-year-old kid listening to niggas, especially him, who have been through it, who's like, nah, that's not what it is. No, that's not what it is. He's telling you about the niggas. He said, you might be real. The rest of these niggas might not be. He's not trying to hear it, bro. That nigga is not, Thug is not trying to hear that people ain't built like him.
No. This nigga was recently. This nigga was recently singing in church and then switched right over to a street nigga, and now you talking about you putting a bag on a nigga head.
This is a real question.
Come on, man.
I'm gonna ask you.
So a lot of niggas is not being them, man.
I'm gonna ask you a great question. At what age is it okay for you to start being a gangster? Because you're not born gangster. At what age you have to be like, if I hear something about you doing some gangster shit, and they like, oh, that nigga think he a gangster. What age you gotta be? What age you gotta start being gangster to be a real gangster? Because no one is born a real gangster.
No, we know you're not born a real gangster. But a lot of things, hold up, cuz, a lot of shit that you done, a lot of shit that Duke done, a lot of shit that your brother done, a lot of shit that certain people done, it was based off environmental reactions.
Oh no, I ain't talking about that no more. I know that. I'm understanding that. This just was a friendly question. It was on that.
It ain't no. I can't say it's no age. You don't know because.
But I'm gonna look at it like a nigga who, if you've been a good guy, if you've been a college student, a good guy, and all that, to 25 years old, it's like, hey, there's no way possible you can become a gangster.
No. I feel like you gotta grow up in that shit.
Right, but what
I
age?
feel like if you don't grow up in that shit and then you decide, oh, I want to go out there and that's some, because.
Hey, let me also tell you some, observations I'm having. I love Thug, but Thug even resilience to even understanding what Wallo's trying to tell him. And everybody behind Thug who is going to be agreeing with Thug, it shows the blind leading the blind. If Thug couldn't realize this, what makes you think the rest of the people following Thug could realize this? And what I mean by realize this is that, they believe that what they were doing and what they were living was the ultimate street codes and the street culture. And that people that, who were like them would all do the same shit.
A lot of times when you are who you are on that side of things, is because of the environment you grew up in.
Right.
If you don't grow up in a fucking
That's what I'm saying. You're not a born
jungle,
gangster.
then you're not going to act like a fucking animal. If I grew up in hold on. If I grew up in the suburbs and everybody around me act a certain way, they did a certain thing. They eventually, that's what you do. But if you grow up in an environment where, man, I don't even really want to do this shit, but I just seen this nigga run up and blow my man fucking leg off. Now you going to go get a fucking burner just out of protection. Even if you don't want to fucking, even back in the day, right? We used to go, okay, cool, we go on route, right? Or so, we beefing with some niggas, right? They come through, right? They boom, 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 boom. Or now we got to go holler at them, right? When it's time to roll, let's be for real. It's probably only 2 niggas that really want to go down there. The rest of these niggas is like, they just going because I don't want to be looked upon as a bitch ass nigga. I don't really want to go down there though and do this shit because I'm scared to fuck to death. But we gonna go, come on. I'm in the car with y'all niggas. Whole time down there, nigga probably thinking, please God, don't let these niggas be out there.
Now let me tell you one thing.
Please don't let these niggas be out there, right? You get down there, them niggas ain't out there, you get back to the hood, niggas talk about, yeah, cause I was gonna blow them niggas fucking heads off when I seen them niggas. Yeah, I was gonna kill them niggas. The whole time that nigga was scared to death. I done seen it. I done seen niggas get in the car with me that didn't wanna fucking go. At the end of the day, a lot of that shit be a facade. A lot of motherfuckers get caught up in an environment and they act off environmental reactions. All right, fuck it. Y'all niggas rolling, I'm rolling too.
That's
nigga be
real
scared to death.
All I'm saying is, a real gangster is a person who just adapt to what they're around.
Yeah, you gotta define what a gangster is.
No, can I say this? Is a gangster in the black community, is a gangster, I got 2 ways. Is the gangster killing and drug dealing or making real moves in life and taking care of your children? Like, what is a gangster?
All that, you got to do both. You got to be doing you got to be doing both of those.
Even if it ain't you?
Even if what ain't you?
Even if it ain't even if, you know,
nah, because you
somebody might be gangster in a different way.
You're right, but I don't think gangster come with. I don't think you mistaking real from gangster. If you take care of your family, take care of your kids, and take care of everything you're supposed to do and pay all the bills and take care of your family, your mom, that ain't no fucking gangster, nigga. You a real nigga.
No, I'm saying gangster in the way where it's though.
A gangster is a nigga.
If a motherfucker get out of pot, you gonna protect yours.
Right.
That's still some gangster shit.
That's gangster.
But you ain't got to be out there in the field doing some shit every day. That's what I'm saying.
That ain't gangster. Ain't no nigga who just want to go rob a nigga to say you gangster.
That's a fucking fool.
Like gangster is like,
that's a dumb nigga.
Nigga getting caught not telling. Gangster is nigga. However this shit go, we going. That's gangster. Not. Man, let's go rob some nigga, bro.
Gangsters being smart too.
Strike.
Gangsters also being smart too. Gangsters
Making
understand that all beefs ain't good beefs.
You gotta have all of that. You gotta have all them senses. You gotta be good at all them to be for me to be like
gangsters realizing, like he said, there's different levels of this shit, and it's realizing sucker shit is sucker shit. It's like, Thug, you my man.
Yeah.
If me, you and Gil riding, and you come back and you want to talk about Ofu or Duke, we going to see these niggas. I'm like, Thug, what the fuck is we going to see these niggas for? All along it's over a bitch. We gonna check you niggas. We not going through it over no bitch.
By the way, y'all know the YFN, as tensions were starting to escalate, YFN Lucci and Thug, Jerica a little bit was a part of that in terms of escalation. She's not the cause of it, but like some of the insults thrown back and forth, they brought in a woman. I really don't know if Gilly and Wallow knew like all this shit was looming, but it's kind of interesting that this conversation happened where they're making it a point. And it's like, I don't know if they saw like those, like they felt there was a little disconnect or whatever, but this conversation is hella prophetic.
Guess what?
That's gangster. I'm just saying. I'm speaking. Right. I'm not saying
a nigga ain't gonna. I don't even think a nigga around me.
I'm not saying that.
Approach me and tell me.
But that's the reality. That's the reality of this whole shit that's going on, especially in the rap game.
Yeah, keep that away from you.
Shit,
a lot of the beefs be about bitches, man.
I'm so real to the point where a nigga be like, I'm not telling bro that, cause I'm gonna ask you questions. Like, if you be like, Slime, let ride for sure, let ride. But where we going? Gotta go handle some business. Okay, why? What the nigga do? Ooh. Oh, nigga shot at my daughter. Why you shot at your daughter? What your daughter do? I want to know everything all the way down to, cause I'm gonna know at the end. When I get through talking to you about it, I'm gonna know if it's about a hoe or not. You don't have to tell me a nigga shot at my daughter. Oh, why he shoot at your daughter? Cause my daughter and his little girl got into it at school. What the hell they get into it at school for?
See, this sounded good. Let's go to this right here.
Man, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode.